a brown box. Comes with a message on it. I like my pet products. Like I like my people. Non-toxic. That's very clean. And so is this homegrown UAE-based e-commerce pet products brand, Pawdega. And today I have with me at the RetailME studio the co-founders of Pawdega, Charly and Larry Pruden. Welcome to the RetailME studio, Charly and Larry. It's such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. And allow me to take that introduction as my starting point and tell me a little bit about Pawdega's mission in, say, 5 words and a lesser-known fact about Pawdega.
Yeah, so our mission in 5 words, it's a bit difficult, but I'll try. Help pets live longer and healthier.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very well. And that's a known fact.
Yeah. One lesser known fact, I would say...
Planting trees?
Oh, yeah, we actually plant trees. Sometimes I forget it, or it's a lesser known fact to our customers and other people that are familiar with the Pawdega brand is that we actually plant trees all around the world. We really believe in reforestation and helping to reduce our carbon footprint.
And footprint.
And does it tie into your sales, like you grant every purveyor that you make? How does that work? Very interesting.
Yeah, so every month we look at our revenue and then we plant trees every month. So once a month we look at our revenue and then we plant trees. So right now we plant around 100 trees a month.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And around the world. Talking about around the world, the big news this week is that Pawdega has set up platforms in US. You're moved to the US. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
A very different market from the UAE, much bigger a country with, I'm sure, very different consumption patterns.
Yeah.
But I'd be very interested to know what kind of similarities and differences, of course, in consumer behavior that you see in the US versus the UAE. Yeah. And what have been your key learnings from the time that you spent there a large part of last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually have been very immersed in the USA pet wellness community for about 5 years now. So even now launching Pawdega USA, we are already launching to an audience that's already there. They know us. They, like, when we come to events, they already recognize us and know us. So that definitely has been an advantage. And we've been open now. Obviously, the time that we spent opening the business in the US, there was a lot of differences between opening Pawdega in the UAE and opening in the USA. One key learning, I would say, was the shipping, and I'll let you talk more about that.
Yeah, so one of the biggest differences, as you know, the United States is massive. It's I don't even know how many times bigger it is than the UAE. And in the UAE, we're actually able to fulfill orders within the same working day and have it delivered the next working day. And in the United States, it can take about 1 working day to also fulfill an order, but the delivery time to the customer can take about 3 days. And
on average.
On average,
yeah.
Exactly.
The customers are willing to wait.
Yeah, the customers thankfully are very willing to wait, which also differs from what happens here in the UAE. Customers expect the order as soon as possible. So
in the UAE.
In the UAE, exactly. So in the United States, they're willing to wait. Some
it's
customers,
normal to wait, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like over here that it's super competitive when it comes to deliveries because the country is so accessible and because it's so small, and we can just drive to Iraq and all these different places.
Within one day.
Like most of our orders come within Dubai anyway. So, but yeah, it's very competitive.
And also
And
the
that's-
rapid acceleration of quick commerce.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that is taking the market,
Yes.
quick market by storm.
Yeah.
So obviously, I mean, people expect same day delivery.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At max next day.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's a huge difference from the US market.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
And I mean, and if a customer wanted, we don't actually really offer next day delivery. We offer
In the
one
USA.
in the United States, excuse
Yeah.
me. And I have to be very clear now. It's so different. So in the United States, we offer like 1 to 2 working day delivery. And that comes at a much higher expense.
Yeah.
Like in the United States, that can cost the customer probably around 80, 90 dirhams for that option. And over here, we offer that for 15 dirhams, you know, so it's a massive difference, you know. So, but again, our customers in the United States are willing to wait because other brands, that's what they're offering. So they don't really expect anything too much different than what we offer in the United States compared to the UAE, where most brands and companies are offering same day or next working day deliveries.
Yeah, and also with that, a big learning was also because over here, yes, we charge our customers 15 dirhams for delivery, next day delivery, but that's not our true cost. We pay a portion of that to be able to.
Is the true cost of delivery?
Yeah,
It depends, but the average true cost for delivery of non-frozen items is going to be about 30 dirhams.
Yeah.
It's a
So-
double of what you charge.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
So like the shipping rate, and that's and we have to like be competitive on the market, and that's pretty much the standard rate is what you're going to find in the UAE, which is about 15 dirhams.
And then we also offer free shipping in the UAE above $5.99 on orders. But then also comparing that to the US, not only is the US waiting longer for their orders, but they're also much more accustomed to paying more for their shipping. So in the US, customers actually pay the exact price that it takes to ship the product, which is around 40 dirhams on average. So
And a huge cultural.
yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to online shopping.
Yes.
Same time, Danny and Sandy, having partners there, you have a lot of partners in the US when it comes to the vegetarian communities and their line of products. So does it help, does it ease up your logistics and supply chain management side of the business that you have these products in the market that you're operating? You don't really have to ship it out of the US to the UAE.
Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. So I think right now we maybe import from 5, I think, brands in the United States, and they are located in all over America. So now instead of ordering from 5 different states within America using 5 different shipments with our carrier partner, we can now consolidate all these orders, have it shipped to our US warehouse, and then have one single shipment come into the UAE. That honestly reduces our cost dramatically right there. And then on top of that, for us, we're now able to leverage our presence in the United States to receive better pricing for both stores. So what that does is it reduces our prices for our US-based brands. So we've already lowered our prices for one of our leading brands, Kin & Kind, and then we expect to lower our prices over the next couple of weeks and months with our next brands.
For the UAE.
Consumers benefit from this?
So yeah, the price reductions that Larry just was talking about, that's for the UAE. Yeah.
Yes.
So just for the fact that now we have a bigger brand and we have a store in the US, we are ordering larger quantities. We get better prices with our with our brands. So we are reducing the prices for the UAE as well, because when we save, our customers save.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A pandemic baby, Pawdega, and it's a bootstrapped business. It used to be self-funded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you plan to be on that path?
Yeah.
And if so, how would you grow the business sustainably across both markets and hopefully beyond?
Yeah. So, like, the reason why we haven't taken any funding as of now is because integrity is the most important for us. So, like, every single product that enters Pawdega, we research every single ingredient. So we make sure that none of the ingredients at all are unsafe for pets. So we really make sure that every single product is safe for pets to sniff, lick, be exposed to, touch, and just, consume at the end of the day as well. So, and that's the most important thing. And we don't want to take investors in and then them asking us to compromise our integrity and say, like, this is not profitable. We have to, take in products that we, Larry and I, don't agree with. So that has been like the biggest reason. And if we ever do find somebody who is has as high of ethics that we have, maybe that's a conversation that we can have. But so far, we've been growing the business very well, just reinvesting everything back into the business and growing it that way. And it has been very well. And it was a pandemic baby, kind of, but the pandemic also, kind of delayed us because we've been working on Pawdega for 2 years prior to the pandemic. And then,
so you mean from 2018?
Yes, yeah. So we actually were ready to launch. And then
conceptualization to go-to-market has taken quite a
Yeah, it did, because again, we really wanted to make sure that every single ingredient is really well researched. So we had to make sure that everything is safe, and it took a lot of research. And also, when we launched our website in the UAE, you can still see it today, it's very detailed. So on every product page, we tell you what the ingredients are, what the benefits are, and all of that took time. It wasn't just an idea and we just made it happen the next day. It took very long. So
think of it like that.
Yeah.
Startups, you can just magically make things happen.
Yeah.
It took a long time to actually get it up.
And also, actually, you asked us what our biggest learnings have been comparing the US and the UAE. Having it black on white like this, actually, really seeing side by side actually also made us realize that, wow, we've been able to not only launch a business in the UAE, but also grow it and keep it going and flourishing. And even though the operation cost in the UAE is actually very high, especially when you compare it with the US. So when we launched in 2020, a lot of those businesses that launched with us, they don't exist anymore. So we're very grateful for us flourishing and helping so many pets, but also it's a testament to show other businesses actually you can have very high ethics and people will love you for it, and you can stay true to your ethics and integrity and still grow.
Staying with growth, looking ahead, could you share 3 top growth goals for Pawdega over the next 12 to 24 months?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely right now is to grow our US store. And then I would say we will try to cater to more pet parents by not only offering raw food, but offering now freeze-dried raw food, which is more catered to people that really want the benefits of raw feeding and a healthy diet, but want the convenience of dry food. So that's something that we will be moving into over the hopefully next quarter. And the third one would be
growing our YouTube channel. YouTube is and actually it also ties into the question of how do we expect to grow the business and fund it. YouTube is a big part of that as well, especially in the US market actually as well. We're noticing that the US market, pet parents are on YouTube, they're watching, they are really hungry for more information. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's actually very interesting because that is something that we've also learned between the two markets, the UAE pet parents are not as much on YouTube as the US market. So
Instagram, the preferred platform.
yes, yeah.
I would say so,
Yeah,
definitely.
and it's actually very interesting because we have particularly one YouTube video where we shared the story of our French Bulldog when she had IBDD and how she recovered from that naturally. We were able to just take a multifaceted approach with homeopathy, our product, physiotherapy, red light therapy. So we managed to recover her 100% naturally. And that video, we see direct sales coming from that on the US store. So it's really actually eye-opening as well, I would say. So,
For sure. So that will definitely be a big part of our growth in this year.
Yeah.
Lovely. All the best for everything that's lined up. And thank you so much for joining us today at the Retail Studio.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
We really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.